One of my favourite questions I get asked is, but what about sports? Coming from Australia, Australia seems to be like, sports is almost religious over here. I think it's a bit like India and cricket. Um, and there's a lot of emphasis put on sports in this country, probably more than even academic achievements. So I love it when people say, yeah, but what about sports? Okay, so let's look at this. If you're in a digitally nomadic school where you are traveling around the world and you're either in a plane, train, automobile, cafe, or one of the educational hubs that we set up around the world where your education is actually facilitated and not just online, then there's always the possibility, obviously, for solo sports. So, tennis, squash, jogging, running, singles, rowing, whatever it is, right? There are a whole bunch of single sports you can do. And of course, when I say that, that prompts the question, yeah, but hold on, no, we need social interaction. What about team sport? I said, well, that's a really good question. And it's actually surprising how many people have never heard of the barbarian concept. It's a rugby concept, started with rugby union. It's actually as old as 1890. The first barbarian team was put together. And in more modern times, the UK had the more well, it started in the UK anyway, but in the modern times, the most recent or the first rugby union barbarian team was in the UK. In the meantime, South Africa, France, Australia, New Zealand, as a minimum, have barbarian teams. Now, what is a barbarian team? It's an invitation team. They invite people to join the team, and then they go and play against local teams, countries, or whatever. And that's really the concept. So, if team sports is the issue, if it is for a lot of people, so how do we get our child involved in team sport? Well, if they're traveling, just imagine kids are throughout. We have a quantum of kids traveling throughout the hubs throughout the world. Like there might be 20 kids, all of us in New York, another 20 in Amsterdam, 30 in London, 20 in Sydney, whatever. Let's just say that there's a sufficient quantum of all these kids who all want to play soccer, or all want to play baseball, or all want to play hockey, or team tennis, or whatever it is. We could take that barbarian concept of being an invitational team that we sort of structure together out of components or players, and have matches against local teams, whether at a local level, local school level, state level, whatever. I'm sure it will evolve over time. But sports doesn't need to be a barrier. I realise in Australia, in any form, I realise in Australia, as I said, people in this country seem to be very focused on, we're going to have team sports. And that's great. So we can have team sports, we can have solo sports. Solo sports are really easy. Take pretty much any solo discipline from the Olympics and you can do that. Provided, of course, the country you're in has the facilities. No point in trying to snowboard in downtown Karachi or something, right? Not going to happen. Maybe up in the mountains they got some snow. I've never been to Pakistan really, so I don't know. Anyway, on my bucket list. Team sports can also happen because we just need to have a quantum of kids who we know are going to be in a certain location at a certain time, and then we can reach out and we can put a team of people together. It's not going to be high-end competition in terms of really competitive stuff, but it will. At the end of the day, if we're looking at building team sport spirit within kids, then it's more about the social interaction, the idea of being a team and going out and playing and enjoying and having fun versus we must go and annihilate this other team at all costs because we want to win the championship. Sure, there's nothing wrong with wanting to win the championship, but that's not going to happen in this structure, unless they do get all the other benefits. If you have any questions about this, then please post them in the comments, or if you have any comments, post them in the comments. And if this concept of an educational system which is digitally nomadic resonates strongly with you and it's something you'd like to be involved with, then please just reach out. Let's have a conversation. Thank you very much. My name is Paul Langer. I've enjoyed being able to share this with you. Have a great day.